Welcome to the B-side. Y'all ready for an evening as singer and songwriters and the stories that go with it? All right. I'm Martine, also known as Big Papa Mort. I run the Peterson Compound with my wife up north in Millington. And this is our inaugural show for the singer-songwriter night here. What we're hoping to do, it's not like it's not been done before, but we're trying to take all the elements of great singer-songwriter nights and put them together for this event. So what's as important as the musicians is the audience. You here bringing your ears for this music. The musicians need that as much as your ears need the music. So thank you for being here. This is a pretty eclectic group. What we have first is, or who we have first, is the very handsome Jason Pulley. His bandmate from Glorious Abhor, Josh Stevens, is here as well, AKA Pookie Bear.
The bees have returned.
Technical difficulties as they come. In the meat in the sandwich tonight, we have Damone, who's got a very Italian last name that's very difficult to pronounce.
It makes you think of pastrami, doesn't it?
Meat in general, but yes. And then we have the very super talented Sky King next.
Is it this cable, you think? I think so.
But last, but not least, but also first to perform, the wonderful Madaline Collins. So you know, Peterson Compound does all our shows pro bono. We do not do this for any kind of monetary benefit to ourselves. This is 100% for the musicians. So when that pot goes around tonight to ask for donations, 100% of that goes to the musicians. So please be generous if you're able, and enjoy music either way. If you would like to contribute to the Peterson Compound, we do have merch, and we also have Psycho Barbie that will be running around with merch, and then we have Mama Daisy as well, my wife. So give them lots of your monies if you can, and just let them know if it's for the compound and the musicians. But before you give anything to us, please give to the musicians, and do not forget to tip your bartender. Have a good night. Or enjoy the night, or whatever you're supposed to say that. Don't leave yet.
All right, I'm going to start you off with a song called Devil in Me.
It's a sad world when you don't trust yourself, surely not anybody else. And it's the devil in me that keeps you around. I knew my fate then and I know it now. One foot in front of the other, no matter the circumstance. One foot in front of the other, stone most days lost in a trance. And maybe it is not quite as heavy as I lead it on to be. But if you could get inside of my mind, you'd see it's so real for me. gotta mean something. Oh, it's gotta mean something.
Thank you. That was Devil in Me. So that song is kind of about no matter what it is, like, that is keeping you down, or, you know, like, there's the dark side and the good side, kind of the balance of good and evil thing. And whatever part of you that allows negative things to stay around, whether it's like relationships, substance, you know, things that just keep you down. Whatever allows the devil in you to be there rather than letting the light stay through. And it's, you know, constantly fighting. I don't want you to be here. I want to strive and I want to be positive, all those kind of things. And it's just like, you know, blah. Thank you.
Hell yeah, how's everybody doing? Good, good. Let's see. So I'll play y'all a song I released last year as my debut single. It was written about a married couple, about a picture I saw on their wedding day. Let's see. It's called A Picture's Worth 1,000 Words. Let's see. A picture's worth 1,000 words, I heard. And staring at my nightstand, seeing the heavens shining through a 5x7, and dare put a rock on your hand, baby. White gowns, wedding vows and kissing, and some of them 1,000. Tell me when I take a look and listen. Love of my life, my forever, my past, my present, my future, my wife. Never gonna leave you, still can't believe it. Feeling like a dream come true. A picture is worth 1,000 words. It's just a few that I heard. all the times you leave me speechless. You take my breath away, can't find nothing to say. Today I'm feeling it. No, I'm showing you a portrait, all I wanna say, but can't see right between the borders and that old frame. You hear the same as I do, honey. Is this what I told you to? Love of my life, my forever, my past, my present, my future, my wife. Never gonna leave you, still can't believe it. Feeling like a dream come true. A picture is worth 1,000 words. It's just a view that I heard. My soulmate and my savior, with a heart holy as scales. So lucky to be loving on in this picture. The love of my life, my forever, my past, my present, my future, my wife. Never gonna leave you, still can't believe it. Feeling like a dream come true. Love of my life, my forever, my past, my present, my future, my wife. I'm never gonna leave you, still can't believe it. Feeling like a dream come true. A picture is worth 1,000 words. It's just a view that I ain't heard. A picture's worth 1,000 words, yeah. It's just a view that I ain't heard. Thank you very much. What's that? The inspiration? So you met him actually, my good friend Troy Collins and his beautiful wife Lindsay Collins. Lindsay's my cousin. So I always say it was kind of subconscious, but you were here when we had the benefit show when he got cancer. And he's actually still battling cancer, and we were raising some money for him. And I went to their wedding some years back, and every day my cousin Lindsay, she'll post on social media this what do you call it, where you tear the day off, or you tear it off, it shows you the next day, and there's like a little inspirational quote or something, but in the background there's a picture from their wedding day. And so I'd see her, a little story on Instagram, whatever, every day, and I always say it's kind of subconscious that, that song was written about them because I saw it so much. But yeah, so I just thought about, really, I love that line, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I was like, well, what are the words? So I started thinking about a lot of things that went with a wedding day, and the song came to be while I was driving down Highway 72 to Muscle Shoals, Alabama, which is where I recorded it, and it kind of just came out of me on the way down there. By the time I was there, I had all the lyrics and had to find some music. Oh, yeah, that's where the most of them come from. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm Damon, and I'll take the songwriter, storyteller thing to heart, because, so I'll tell you a little story about this song. It's actually a song called Piece by Piece, and it's funny you're talking about the process. I don't think of myself as a country songwriter. Didn't really grow up listening to country music. I have spent the last 20 years discovering fucking amazing country music, so don't get me wrong. There's amazing country music out there, but I didn't necessarily grow up with it. But for whatever reason, a lot of the songwriting, particularly if I pick up an acoustic guitar, tends to go at least to what my ear says is country music. Y'all could hear it and be like, it's not country music, you're an idiot. But in fact, that's what my ear hears. And so this song is something I wrote a long time ago. I was probably in my early 20s. And it results from, I had worked at a place where I knew this girl. She worked with me, and I was so smitten with her. And she was definitely flirting with me, definitely making it known. And anyway, we had this sort of moment, and I thought everything was going to be great. And 2 days later, we go out to a bar out in the country. I was 18 years old, I think, when it happened. And I saw her across the table we're sitting at with another person, another guy, and she's giving me this worst dirty-eyed look and just kind of making out with him, and it upset me so dearly that I got up, heartbroken, and when I got up, I just damn near knocked the whole table over. Beer pitchers went everywhere, and the story was that I went out in a rage, turned the tables over, but that's not what happened at all. I was sort of heartbroken and drunk, and I ended up sleeping in the back of my friend's pickup truck for a little while until they came out, and so I got a song story out of it. It's called Piece by Piece, and if it was an R&B song, we'd have that little subtitle, and the subtitle is "I'll Drink You Away." Doesn't fall very far from the line. Will you still miss me from time to time? You said no uncertain terms you believe in. I'm left to figure it out piece by piece. Sit in the circle, smoke covered barroom, pretend I don't notice you're gone. And I smile as I take the third shot of Quavo, 'cause I really ache for the one that I lost. Seldom you get second chances. You seem pretty sure when you say you never wanted to give up your freedom. So pass me a bottle, I'll drink you away. My friends all support this process of breathing. They all want to buy me around. Well, they say to me gently, she never really loved me. Forget about her, I'll drink this one down. Seldom you get second chances. You seem pretty sure when you say you never wanted to give up your freedom. So pass me a bottle, I'll drink you away. So pass me a bottle, and I'll drink you away. Thank you all very much. Yeah, and I had to go back to work with her the fucking next day. It's terrible. I was so embarrassed because I really did not make a scene, but it did make a scene because I was drunk. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it sounds like country, but I mean, it probably doesn't at all. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, right.
Thank you. Hi, how's everybody doing? That's good. My name's Josh Stevens. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, wow. Yeah, this first song I'm going to play, it's called The King is Dead. I've played it quite a bit live when I do these acoustic things. The introspection of the song is that it's just about introversion and wanting to not be here, like in the livable space that you're current with. When you have doubts or when you're down and out, you know, self-deprecating and stuff like that. And it's just, it's expounding on the want to just leave and be done with things. Like in a Prince or Pauper or the grass is always greener kind of situation, where you think that everything bad that is happening to you, or it's like, you know, like, why can't I have X or Y or Z? And really what stemmed this into fruition was reading The Sword of Damocles. And a friend of mine who's a psychiatrist out in Murfreesboro, she sent this to me, or sent me The Sword of Damocles, and I was just completely taken aback by it. I thought it was a wonderful story. And if you don't know what that is, basically the abridged version is that there is a king, and there is some servant or somebody, I guess, in his roster, or maybe even, you know, some peasant or some person who is just like, wow, it must really be easy to have your job. And he's just like, okay, fine, you come and do this. You know, but while you do that, we're going to hang a sword above the throne, and it's going to be hanging by a horsehair or whatever. I don't know. It's hanging by a thread, basically, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. And again, I said abridged. But the thing is that, you know, you sit in this chair or in this throne, and then you know you'll have this dangling overhead, so it's just always just like there. You're always thinking about it, kind of thing, and then you see how easy it is, because that's honestly how it feels. And I really, my takeaway from that, because it's subjective, was that, you know, and perspective is always key in life. Is that, you know, even when you think you might hate somebody, or if you love somebody or whatever, and you think that they've got it so great, you never really know what kind of battles they're going through. I mean, obviously, you know, housewives share so many fucking memes about this stuff. But the thing is that like, you just gotta take into perspective that, you know, life is fucking tough. And yeah, so that's what this song is about. You gave me 5-10 minutes to talk about this, so yeah, I'm gonna ramble. The rest of my songs are about dead people, so just be glad about this. This is called King is Dead. Thank y'all. Yeah. There's death in the title.
Such a thrill when these pills won't leave me alone. The wishes for the riches, settle for rags and bones. Return the tide, wait for tomorrow. The day will never dawn, the line to cower. Stoned and quartered on an empty bed, bring down paralysis by the demons in your head. And are you comfortable? 'Cause this is your new home. But you know this all along. The satellite is clear. New information that he always could. Stone away, overthrown. With the sword above, till it cuts you down. King is dead, long live the new crown. So impatient for the stalwart condemnation. It's a buyer's market, cashing in on the target. All stock best if not to choose. It's part of the cause, same as it ever was.
crown. King is dead, long live the new crown. King is dead, long live the new crown. The king is dead, long live the new crown. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Awesome. So I'm Jason Pulley. I play in a band with Josh, obviously, and Gloria Sabor. I also have another band called
We
Tape
play in a
Deck.
band together.
We play in bands together. But I have this song that was for my other band, Tape Deck. It was basically the lead single for the last EP that came out way back in the pre-COVID times. This song, if you could paint a picture in your head of you've been drinking at a bar all night, you're lonely as shit, you don't know what's going on with your life, and you look up and you stare up at the fucking stars and you just see how empty all of that shit is. And then you get to really thinking about outer space. And with that, this song is called Telescope.
Loneliness, like gravity, has kept me pinned to this bar still the whole night. A nervous joke, self-deprecation. You laugh but you don't read between the lines. Well, all systems go approaching liftoff. We're heading into space. Obliterate these feelings till they're gone without a trace. And I was barely a blip on your radar, the smallest particle in your orbits. You'll need a telescope to find me this far out. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm trading whiskey for a spaceship. You'll need a telescope to find me this far out. This far out. Oh, 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 this far out. Oh, oh, oh. Did I make an impression as distant as the footprints on the moon? Well, I'm standing up, but I'm walking backwards, and I just can't find my footing in this room. And I second guess myself until I've fallen out of touch. A small step or a giant leap, it doesn't matter much. And I was barely a blip on your radar, the smallest particle in your orbits. You'll need a telescope to find me this far out. I feel the weight of time is mounting, 39 light years and counting. You'll need a telescope to find me this far out. Oh, oh, this far out. Oh, this far out. Oh, this far out. Oh, well, I could go outside and hope a shooting star will pass. I'm pondering the cosmos through the bottom of a glass. And I was barely a blip on your radar, the smallest particle in your orbits. You'll need a telescope to find me this far out. I feel the weight of time is mounting, 39 light years and counting. You'll need a telescope to find me this far out. And I wrote this song in letters so small you cannot read them. You'll need a microscope to find me this far down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I might be biased, but yeah.
All right. So
Is this Survivor round?
Yes.
Are there snakes?
Yes.
Snakes, I'm out.
I'm out too.
Tell some jokes, Marty.
Here's a chance for you to get drinks. None of this can be done without sponsors. Again, me and my wife do this out of pocket generally, but we've been lucky enough to have B-Side let us do this here. We will not work with any venue that charges bands or charges us. So B-Side's kind enough to let us have the room so that we can bring you music. So a big applause to B-Side. When you're getting drinks, don't forget to give John a huge tip because he's out here making sure we get drunk, you know, and that's like, you know, that's like more important than the Pope, I think. I'm just saying. Our sponsor is Roughneck Beard Company. They helped me to be able to pay for the posters for the next 3 shows. So they have a deal right now. If you go to roughneckbeardcompany.com, you can look at the TPC, the Peterson Compound package, and they have deals for compounders. Psychobilly Barbie is going to go around and put lots of money inside that jar for the bands, please. So support Roughneck Beard Country. They also do female products too for facial soap and creams. So please support them as well. We'll be back in 5 minutes. If I haven't reached out to you yet as audience members, again, I want you, thank you so much for showing up to support the musicians. The third round, there'll be a Q&A. So if you have a question for one of these musicians, you know, please come up and ask. If you don't, I'm going to ask some really, really obscure questions of them. And it's better if you ask the questions than me.
killer.
All right.
Are y'all ready for round two?
Yeah.
What's the shot this time?
What's that? What you drink? Do y'all drink?
What's the shot as well?
Do y'all drink bourbon?
Tequila.
I'll drink anything.
You don't
Tequila.
Drink, you don't drink water?
No, I'll drink anything.
Oh,
I
you
said I
drink-
do.
you'll drink anything.
Not I don't drink anything.
Don't challenge me with that.
I will drink whatever you. Not anything.
Does bourbon work for y'all?
Yeah, it works for me.
I know Josh. He's easy.
Tequila.
You want tequila? You want to be that
Come on,
odd
man. You
out?
know what I was doing
If he
last
does
year.
tequila, can I do tequila
We all know
too?
how you get on tequila. Don't
You're
give
gonna
him
be
any
that, you're gonna be that
tequila.
guy. Huh?
Tequila makes her clothes fall off. That's me. I'm her.
Was that pre 68 days of El Escapado or post 68 days of El Escapado?
Yeah.
Or both.
I'm okay with, well,
So before we continue,
Nicely done.
and I get these guys shots, let's give it a big round of applause to Joe, our sound man.
Thanks for making me sound good.
thank you, Joe.
And don't forget to tip your bartender if I haven't mentioned that yet 5 times. Bourbon.
I'll do a tequila if that's.
See what you started?
If it's an option.
God damn it,
This is
Josh.
how it
But
happens.
if it's bourbon, it's bourbon.
Are you going tequila now?
Bourbon.
We're all going to
Bourbon,
jail.
okay.
Thank you.
Raise your hand if you want bourbon. Raise your hand if you want tequila.
Fucking Judas.
I get a choice now. I'll take a tequila.
Okay, so 3 tequilas and 2 bourbons, please.
Solidarity, Madaline. There you go.
On the keys, man.
All right.
What the fuck am I getting?
Something about bourbon just makes me want to play piano.
Mark, can I get 2 bourbons and 3 tequilas, please?
Oh, you are the best.
All right. So this one is called Can't Go Back / When the Tables Turn. It's pretty simple. It's about a bad relationship with a man who had a mistress called heroin and also did a few other things. But yeah, can't go back.
I know I can't go back, 'cause we always end up the same way.
Thank you.
Man, God damn.
Thank you. Yeah. So I was just bad relationships. That wow, lady power. You know. Shots.
Oh yeah, shot.
Oh, that's a tall shot. I have work
Fuck
in
it.
the morning.
All right.
I was wondering what was going to happen with these. I
Oh,
just put mine down.
Jesus. Cheers.
To y'all.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, Madaline.
L'chaim. Thank
Cheers.
you. Who said that? I'm Jewish too. I really appreciate that.
Mazel tov.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank y'all for sharing the stage with me.
Thank you. All right. If I forget this, or if I forget this one, we're blaming that on Martine for those shots and all that other stuff. But
It's about to get real loosey-goosey.
no, and for it,
That means the pressure's on. You're fine.
I'm getting a little bit of weird feedback. Is there a sound guy out there? Oh, I'm getting some feedback. Where's he at? Well, while you're grabbing him, I'll tell the story of this too. So first off, I'm no harmonica player, but I'm gonna play one. And there's a guy I know he wrote this song. But you know, one thing I think about songs and songwriting is like, you know, the song, they kind of choose where they want to go. You know, there's songs that I write that I don't even play. I you know, tell other people, I'm like, hey, you should play this one, and hopefully they do. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And so, you know, that also goes vice versa. You know, I heard this song, and it felt so home to me. It was written by a guy named Kentucky John Clay, not real well known, but it's called $34, and it felt so home to me because it's this whole song about having like no money and you're, you know, smoking the last little bit of weed that you got left and like being just up Schitt's Creek. And you know, for me it was like, I live in a little house here in Midtown. I'm telling you, it's no bigger than this stage. Like I could jump across it. And at one point I thought I was gonna lose my house because the owners were selling it, and I was like, damn, these new owners could kick me out, but they kept me around. And while that was going on, I just kept thinking about this song, and I was like, damn, that really feels close to me. So I started playing it, and I've been playing it ever since. Let's see if it's. Oh, I think he fixed it from outside. That dude is a wizard. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Joe, wherever you are. The spirit of Joe fixed it. Also, one other thing, I noticed I don't usually carry this little thing in case, and I noticed I sat on it, and it's all bent up. It's only like one or two of the little spots work, so I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna try. So let's see. All right.
Sounds like a harmonica.
I tested him into your musicianhood.
Yeah. And Arkansas. I like that. I'm gonna remember that one. All right, let's see.
My last cigarette is burning, and I just smoked the last of my shade. And every room in my house is empty. I've got $34 to my name. And pardon these line of boats beside me. Well, I just can't get out of this bed. And I can still hear the echoes of Jake Grove's harp laying lines inside of my head. And I guess it's time to go back to leaning in the wind, of not knowing where I lay my head again. my clothes hanging in the closet, and ain't none of them fair right no more. I'll probably throw them in a bag now at the Salvation Army and just leave them all laying for the poor. 'Cause all I really need is a good pair of blue jeans and my old dirty boots, a couple button-down shirts and my old jean jacket. Lord, I just might make it through. I guess it's time to go back to leaning on the wind, not knowing where I lay my head again. Not knowing where I lay my head long before I'm old and gray. This tired body comes a chore, and when I finally get 4 walls squared up, I hope it's you standing at my door. And I guess it's time to go back to blowing in the wind, not knowing where I lay my head again. And I guess it's time to go back to leaning on my friends, and not knowing where I lay my head again. Not knowing where I lay my head again.
Well, that's the best I've ever heard a broken harmonica ever sound. There you go. So
I really appreciate it. Thank you all very much.
keep that shit broke.
Thanks. Good. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So keeping with the storyteller thing. So this song, I had a little starter marriage, a little when I was very young. I think I was 19. I was told not to do it. They were unwise. I knew better, so I did it. And I found myself anyway in a situation where I literally left that relationship with some crates of books, some guitars, and a TV, a good TV back, from back then, and kind of had to restart everything over again. But anyway, the song, the thing that breaks my heart the most is I actually lost a dog in this divorce because I was in a situation where I couldn't keep the dog, and she kept the dog, but then she couldn't. She was working too much, so she let the dog go. Best thing for the dog, but I still hate her for it because I was working my way to get the dog back. So anyway, it's a sad song. I mean, it's only one line about the dog, but you'll notice the line when it happens. And so anyway, it's a sad fucking song, but, I think shit worked out really well. I had to turn my tuner off. Front porch, and your blinds were drawn. I could see you in the hall You walk through the door into the room where we used to lay. And I know it's wrong to be outside looking in at the life that we made. Oh, you have changed and I'm still the same. That's where we are. And your heart had been broken by things that I'd done. Oh, my unintentional crime. And I've apologized over 10,000 times. It's never enough. And I've been thinking just a little bit less, oh, less about the time in the yard. But I'm worried most of Papa Annabelle. She's taking it hard. And as I move a little further away from the feeling of being alone. Oh, you have changed and I'm still the same, and I should have known. Your heart had been broken by things that I've done. Oh, my unintentional crime. Over 10,000 times, it's never enough. And I know it's wrong to be outside looking in at the life that we made. Oh, you have changed and I'm still the same. That's where we are.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank y'all very much. Man, I mean, I still think about that dog all the time, and it fucks me up whenever I think about it. All right, so the dog was named Cinnamon, but Cinnamon didn't work right in the song. But so I'm worried most about poor Annabelle is the line that's about the dog. So that's the most fucked up thing about it. I forgot all about the woman. Oh, shit. But the dog I still think of fondly. Never enough. Yeah, it's never enough. Annabelle's gone. Fuck, I don't know. I do like the parenthetical titles of songs. It's amazing. Hell yeah.
It's good. It was good.
All right, thank you, man. All right, that's my daughter, so she's probably, you know, Maddie, probably in about 2007, maybe. Maybe a little before that. Yeah, maybe 2004, something like It's been around a while. I'm much older than everybody else on the stage. Yeah, much older. I'm 54. 54.
Beer, Ananda.
You and I are closer.
Don't we
than
look
you would
amazing?
imagine.
Don't we look wonderful? God, I think y'all are in your prime. Just saying, you're in your prime, y'all. As am I.
I'm closer to 54 than I am to 19. I'll say that much. No, hell
he's
no.
closer to 54
I'll
than he
be
is to
43 this year.
Oh, yeah, but
so,
still.
yeah.
God damn.
Man,
It's a long way.
I'll say this, that most of my songs are about people who have passed away and people who are close to me. I think all of us think about, as we are the bereft, a lot of things go through our minds when we lose somebody that we care about. And I try to hone in on that. I can't explain why. I mean, like, seriously, all of my songs, except for the first one that I played, are about people who have exited this plane. And this is not any different. This song, however, though, it's not somebody that I was directly close to. It's a friend of mine who will remain nameless. It was their partner. And I remember being close to them, in the before times, before the great silence, fuck COVID. And they passed away just abruptly. And I remember how much it tore my friend apart. And sorry, I'm gonna bring the room down. I remember how much it tore them up, and they went fucking to the lowest place that most of us know, maybe even past that. And the saddest thing about it was that in their gleam of hope, they made a post, a status on social media, on Facebook. And I remember reading this, and I was just so moved by it that I basically wrote this song just taking the words that they put down about their recollection and the remembrance of their time with their partner, and I just kind of put it around to where it's musical. And so, the gist of this is, I invited them out, but unfortunately they said no. I wanted them to come up and tell this story because it's more meaningful, it's more beautiful from them. I'm just a messenger, so to speak. I think we all are musically. We're not really telling songs from ourselves. We're telling them from a point of view that we relate to. You know what I mean? And death has been a thing that has been around in my life, for as long as I can remember. And the point being is that I wanted to do something nice for them, to give them a lift. And so I wrote this song for them. And the funny aspect, and what I really want to kind of lean in on, and I told them this earlier, was that I sent them this song, and it's personal, and it's partial to me because it's like, you're kind of laying your shit out, and all of us as musicians, whatever, like, we, for the majority, we have frail egos or emotions or whatever, and we don't know how to convey things sometimes, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is that when I sent this song to them, I waited maybe 6 or 8 months. And the next song that I'm going to play, it took me a year to fucking play it live. But the thing is that, like, I sent it to him like 6 or 8 months later, and I didn't hear from him for like 4 or 5 days. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I fucked up. Like, I really fucking screwed the pooch here. And I got a voicemail. I got a voicemail at like 11:30 at night, and it goes something like, hey, dude, I just listened to the song that you sent me. It's fucking brilliant, but like I was sitting in my car in my driveway drinking, and I just like turned it on out of nowhere, and I would have called you sooner. Stuttering was involved. He's like, I would have called you sooner, but like as soon as I listened to it, I just immediately tried to get out of my truck, and like I just threw up and fell into it. And so, like, I went and cleaned myself up and forgot about calling you. But I'm calling you now, and you're not answering. So I love you, and thank you for that. So, yeah, this song is cool. I'm sorry. Brando, I love you. And, this goes out to John. It's just called Brando's Song. And here it goes.
Scattered as it remains, fragments holding on tight as hell. I suppose it's just as well. It's all right with me. I just wish you didn't have to leave. I just wish you didn't have to leave.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Good
That was brilliant. Oh, cheers. Cheers, Brando. Like, man, I was gonna, try to provide some levity for this situation and sing a song about butt plugs or, choking yourself while masturbating or, any of the other things.
I've got more about that.
I have one too, but I'm not gonna play that one. But I like the idea of, like, in keeping with bad relationships and destruction, I have a song with a little bit of that. This song is kind of an amalgamation of a lot of bad relationships and different experiences I've been in. And there is one story that I'll go ahead and tell. I was on a date a couple of years ago, and as we were leaving to leave the bar, my date decided it would be a really good idea to take her empty beer bottle and huck it across the bar into the garbage can, and she didn't make it. In fact, she missed quite badly, and she took out like a couple of bottles that were at the end of the bar, and of course the beer bottle broke and glass was everywhere. And that's sort of essentially like where the hook of this song like sort of comes from, you know. I mean, the lyrics come from a lot of different places, but essentially that was the catalyst that started this song. It's called The Moving Song, and it does reference a lot of things in my personal life that were going on at that time, and it just feels like, you know, everybody's kind of doing these really personal songs about this, and this is one. This is not brand new. I think I have played it maybe once or twice in pre-COVID times, but I haven't played it much, and I certainly haven't recorded it. So this one's called The Moving Song. The things that annoy me about you are the things I remember the most. And every time I second guess, I'm haunted by your ghost. The couches in the parking lot with posters in the trash. This move, it may not kill me, but it's definitely kicking my ass. And I hope you find some good things in the curbside finds of the shit I threw away. And the glass is shattered on the ground. One too many is the perfect amount. I'm a fool filled with courage and a mess to clean. Go up, I feel exposed. Pick up the pieces and let it go. There's a world out there that's better than the one I'm seeing. I closed that door for the last time. I was thinking about your eyes. I don't know if it is you or me that I don't recognize. Hey, I left behind some parts of me that cannot be replaced. I'll tap the screen for comfort, but the messages were erased. Scroll back to a simpler time of a different life where I knew everything. And the glass is shattered on the ground. One too many is the perfect amount. I'm a fool filled with courage and a mess to clean. Go up, I feel exposed. Pick up the pieces and let it go. There's a world out there that's better than the one I'm seeing. Give me the steering wheel, I'll turn this year around. Far away from nowhere fast. This pile of disappointment isn't some of my past, yeah. The glass is shattered on the ground. One too many is the perfect amount. I'm a fool filled with courage and a mess to clean. And when the lights go up, I feel exposed. Pick up the pieces and let it go. There's a world out there that's better than the one I'm seeing. Out there it's better than the one I'm seeing. Thank you. That was called The Moving Song, by the way. I don't think I ever said the title of it.
Hooks are everything, and there's a world out there that's better than what I'm seeing as a big hook.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So we're going to take another 5-10 minute-ish break because Josh looks like he's about to explode.
My teeth are floating.
So,
yes, I did. Thank you.
if you need to get a drink, get a cigarette, and come back and join us in about 5-10 minutes, and we'll get some more music. If you have any questions for these fine musicians, now's the time to thank them.
buzzed. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm really buzzing.
I'm only a bit buzzed. We have.
You're
That's a
right. You're
damn
right.
lie.
I chose
This
to
horse
drink
been drinking
myself.
plenty tonight.
Who you calling a horse? I'm just playing.
I told you one time I wasn't drinking. You said nay.
Oh, Wilbur.
So for third round, we're going to let the musicians just go ahead and play through the songs. If you have any questions about those songs or any songs they sung previous, I'm going to run around with a mic and get you to ask the questions of these bands. Are y'all ready? All right.
Are you ready?
Round 3. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah. All right, y'all. This one is called Lawman.
Ain't no lawman inside, and I'm feeling wild tonight. I might hop on a southbound train and ride it till I see the rain, until I see the rain, and I feel fancy free for the first time, in my life. This time in my life it ain't been no fun. Dry as how it bled me and cold as how it left me. While all the lovers I've had have come and gone, it never felt like home. It should feel like home. Oh, it never felt like home. Oh, it never, and it should feel like home. Ain't no lawman inside, and I'm feeling electric tonight. For as long as I've been driving around the city, I should have some relief. Why don't I have no relief? I have been driving around for miles and miles, and I found nothing to soothe my soul. It ain't fair, it ain't right, and ain't no lawman inside. This time in my life it ain't been no fun. Dry as how it bled me and cold as how it left me, and all the lovers I've had have come and gone. It never felt like home. It should feel like home. Oh, it never felt like home. Oh, it never, and it should
Man, that was so great. Damn. Actually, I love every song has to have a hook, and your higher register right hand stuff, that's the hook in that song.
Thank you.
It really is bringing a melody. That's killer.
You should hear the full band.
So I was thinking of doing a Q&A after everybody was done, but since Madaline just finished fresh, does anybody have a question for Madaline?
Give me the microphone.
I have a question slash, question. How old were you when you started playing piano?
14.
14, all right.
I'm self-taught.
Nice. I'll drink to that. Question number 2 is Tori Amos or Fiona Apple?
Fiona Apple, her words are on my arm right here.
We had this conversation.
So I do have a question from Tweaker Mike from Las Vegas.
Hell yeah, Tweaker Mike.
He may or may not be watching right now. So, in the world of fluffies and furries,
Okay.
Thought this was
which
all
do you
right.
identify as? Which animal do you identify as?
A fluffy or a furry?
Or both, whatever.
Oh,
It's a
God.
stupid question. You can answer any way you want.
I want to go both.
Oh, okay.
No, but this feels really not okay. If
It
you're a
was
fluffy
stupid.
or a furry.
No, it's not. It's not.
She said no.
It's not if you are or not. Okay, Tweaker Mike from Las Vegas is weird. All right.
He's weird.
He wanted to know if you're a panda or a raccoon.
Tweaker Mike, we cancel you. Can we cancel him?
Tweaker Mike.
I
is
mean,
a
I would
cat.
have expected Tweaker Mike to be like, a fine, upstanding young man with such a
me
name
too.
as Tweaker Mike. Like,
He might be an old cat lady. We don't know who Tweaker Mike is, but we know he's from Las Vegas.
I mean, he's Tweaker Mike and he's asking questions about furries and fluffies.
It's
Like,
the desert, you
I
know.
bet he has a good
Shit
job.
gets weird out in the desert, is all I'm saying.
That's all we're
I
saying.
mean, I feel like.
All that being said, Skylar's next.
All right. Tweaker Mike, I want to dedicate this song to you and tell
We're all
you,
dedicating
please
our
write in.
songs to
Please
Tweaker
give me a
Mike.
good question. And also, that's going to be tough to follow. Hell of a song. All of y'all have been playing great songs. It's an honor to be playing on stage with all of y'all, and thank y'all all so much.
Same to you, my man.
I really appreciate that. So this song, I wrote this song with a man named Lee Miller. Lee was really big kind of in the 90s. He was writing country songs for guys like Randy Travis and all these other big names and stuff like that. Lee kind of got burned by the music business and swore it off forever. So I found Lee one time, or when I was younger, as a guitar teacher. Sure enough, we ended up turning into songwriting partners, and I told him, I was like, man, you got to write, I got some lyrics, let's figure something out. So we wrote this song together. I planned to pitch this to a local guy who, is kind of in the country music scene, and ended up keeping it for myself. But I'm planning on making it my next single. It's called "Love at First Sight." It goes like this. Now I don't believe in love at first sight. You won't leave my mind since last night. Everything it felt so right. You should have seen the neon light. I thought these things took time to won't look, baby, in your eyes. Lost in your lips, you never knew this. Love at first sight was true. Then I saw you. This feeling still in my heart. I had never liked this before. Oh no, all I had to do was walk right through that door. I thought these things took time to want to, baby, in your eyes.
eyes, lost in your lips. I never knew this. Love at first sight was true. And then I saw you, never line. It sounded like a sign. Them fireworks were flying like the 4th of July. Am I crazy? Do you believe, baby, in love at first sight? I thought these things took time to hold, baby. In your eyes, lost in your lips. I never knew this. Love at first sight was true. Then I saw you. Then I saw you. Oh yeah. Now I don't believe love at first sight. You won't leave my mind since last night. Everything it felt so right. You should have seen me the neon light. Thank you all so much.
Yes, man, that was good.
I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
All right, Tweaker Mike, where you at? Did he write in? Oh, okay. Damn it. All right, I can get behind that.
Do any of you fine
hardly
audience
knew
members
you.
have a question for Sky?
Anyone?
Is this mic working? Y'all can. Does anybody have a question for Sky?
No
All right,
question?
there
That's
was a
okay.
question for you. Let me get my phone.
Ha! All right.
This is a local person. It says, Skylar,
Yes.
all those socks in your room when you were 13,
Yeah.
were they really for sock puppets?
That's hilarious.
Is this local person you?
It says, P.S. I love you, Mom.
So
Heyo.
that was John. All right. So I'm gonna assume that was John Adams. So I'm gonna talk directly to John Adams right now. I'll see you Wednesday at the
Tweaker
Eastwood
John.
practice, and we're gonna have a stern talking. No, not really. I didn't use sock puppets, but so all the socks they were, I guess, for my feet, and whatever else, recreational. That's between me and the socks. All right, what you got? Stranger Things.
Stranger Things versus Last of Us.
Oh, you're gonna hate me, dude. Okay, so I haven't seen either of those. So
That's the best answer ever.
Can I say this? Can I say this? And I want to hear who agrees with me. So there's only 2 shows I've ever really gave a shit about. I like Narcos, but I really fuck with Jersey Shore, and that's it. Who's who at that? Anybody? All right, we got one. After Jersey Shore, it all went downhill.
Your mom has more questions.
My mom has a question?
Jersey Shore or puppet socks?
Jersey Shore or puppet socks? I wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for Jersey Shore. So I'm gonna have to go Jersey Shore.
I'm in awe.
I'm from Jersey at heart, but not. It's just one.
Did you ask why he's from Jersey?
Why?
When a mama Jerseyan and a papa
Did
Jersey
you go
love
to
each other
Jersey?
very much.
Is Jersey as bad as they say it is?
I've
Come
only
on
driven
now,
through.
come on.
We don't know. None of us are from Jersey. We only hear stories.
I've seen Pauly D. I was about to say Pauly Shore. I've seen Pauly D live. And when the Uber got there,
I love Pauly Shore. Thank you very
Only
much.
people who have never been to Jersey hate Jersey.
I will say that the bus
That's
station
what
in
I'm
Newark
saying.
is a fucking hot mess, man, and fuck that goddamn bus station, man. I fucking hated that shit. That was the
So
worst.
let's get back on track.
okay,
and,
thank you all for the questions.
That wasn't your mom that asked that question, by the way.
If it was,
But
no.
your dad did all your laundry, is what I'm hearing on this. I mean, just.
He
no.
definitely did not. He wasn't there. I'm just.
He was there.
my,
He was totally there. We saw it.
my dad was definitely there. He's a great man. I just felt like that was appropriate.
It's hilarious.
No, it's an appropriate retort for a stupid question. Damon.
All right.
It's all
So
you.
we're going to do a story. So this story begins in 1968. I was born and I was given the name. So, we're of the moon landing age. So, and I was given the name Damon my parents were non-religious, so this is the song I'm about to play has a lot to do with religion or my experience with it, because in 1971, I believe, the movie The Omen came out, and the little kid who was the Antichrist was named Damien, and people don't listen to nuances, and so Damon and Damien's the same fucking thing to everybody. So as a little kid, I heard shit like, "Oh, are you the devil?" A lot. And having no religious upbringing in my household, that was kind of weird. And so anyway, this is my response to all that. I kind of finally came up with my philosophy on all of that stuff, and I think you'll be able to understand it through the song. I found God in a riverbed, was living inside of the fish that kept me fed, and his voice was in my head, spoke to me through the birds and the books I've read, gave me hope in a woman's bed, taught me how to breathe when the soul was dead. I said, hey, hey, yeah. I said, hey, hey, yeah. And we are what we are, charged particle, and the spaces in between. And we are like Providence, we are Milky Way, expanding every day. She wasn't listening, so I had to tell her nobody's watching. We're our makers. I'm not a stranger entertaining this notion. Thought I would tell you so you would understand. Hey, yeah. I said, hey, hey, yeah. And we are Thank you all very much. The song is called Rhode Island. Can anybody guess why? Providence! Yeah. The song is called Rhode Island because it just mentions Providence a few times in it.
Does anybody have a question for Damon?
Yes, I have.
I've got a question for him. All right, so my question, so you said over the last 20 years you've been getting into country music and you found some damn good stuff. What's your top 3?
Right now? Oh, see, my country artists right now that I think are amazing, I think Jason Isbell is something else,
Yeah.
dude. And I really love Tyler Childers a lot.
Who else you got?
And Sturgill Simpson, man. Those 3 guys have done a lot, I think, for country music to bridge people like us who like a lot more than just, I don't really like the tropes of country music the way they become. I really love the idea that they hone in on a hook and they know how to like create a song out of a hook, but it becomes too formulaic, I think, in country. And those 3 guys have figured out how to do it, bring some authenticity to it, and not be formulaic at all, right?
Good choices. I fuck with those guys. Thanks for answering my question.
As long as you're on that, my wife mentioned him earlier, but William Elliott Whitmore is also an amazing songwriter and right up there with those guys, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Okay, yeah.
More
yeah.
to the
I'd like
folk
to listen to
side
that.
of country, but definitely an amazing songwriter. And his songs are heartfelt like those other gentlemen you mentioned.
Awesome.
So, wait a second. Let me get my phone because there's a question for you.
Okay. It
From
better
New
not be a
York.
geography question.
What's the capital? Is that a geography?
So, this is from New York.
Okay.
As an Italian American,
Right.
if you're going to offer somebody something that they can't refuse, what type of animal head would you use?
What type of animal head?
Yeah. This
Oh,
is a
you're talking
Godfather-
about cuisine, I
No,
hope.
Godfather reference.
Oh, the
Make him
God-
an
all right.
offer you
You
can't
know what?
refuse.
I think a head of broccoli is what I'm going
A
with.
head of broccoli.
Head of broccoli.
Fucking vegetarian.
That's pretty scary, actually.
That question was from
It's
Uncle.
really psycho. If you, I'm going to try to intimidate you with broccoli. He says, I must be a motherfucker. Right?
I'm just saying
Ain't we all?
that was from your Uncle Vinny in New York.
God bless you, Vinny.
Any other questions for Mr. Damon? All right. Mr. Stevens,
Yes. Oh, I'm
Floor
sorry.
is yours.
Yeah.
you got questions coming to you from Pennsylvania that are gonna fuck you up. I'm just saying.
I'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you. Give it up, y'all. One more time. Give it up. This next song I'm about to play. No, I'm about to. This final song I saved the best worst for last because, and I'll keep it short and sweet. I did a tour last year and lost a good friend who was a singer in the band. He died 5 days after we got home, and I'll be completely honest. I haven't been the same since because he was such a good person. And I'm gonna give a little insight to the song because I think it's important. Music is subjective, but the fact of the matter is that we toured around for 67 days, and this gentleman who was a lead singer in this band that I toured with, he would do this thing at the end of the show, and he would do these fucking finger guns, and we'd give these fucking cymbal hits. And I thought it was just the most amazing stage presence. He controlled a room unlike anybody else. And anybody in here who's a fan of music, you know, you have your person that you kind of relate to or that you gravitate towards. And my entire life was shattered because I'm backing this person who should have been more important. I mean, he was important to the people that loved him, but I mean, he should have been more well known. And that's kind of where this comes from. I'm going to apologize to Martina and Stacy. And ahead of time because obviously they know, we all know this person, and I'm just gonna leave it there because it was hard enough for me to listen to this fucking song on the way here. So I'm hoping I can make it through. But I saved my shot. The reason I drink tequila is because of this person. So I'm raising my glass to Abe. And this goes out to him and all of you. And the only takeaway I can say is that don't wait to tell people that you care about how you fucking feel. Because tomorrow is never promised. And that's fucking important. I know we're all in that boat. If you have somebody that you love, even if it's impromptu and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, they might be like, hey, are you on drugs? No, that doesn't matter. I just wanted to tell you I love you. Okay, well, that's cool. That's my takeaway. I'm trying to make light of the situation, but this song is called To Try Messiah, and yeah. I love you, man. Yep, here it goes. Once you gone at the crowd, and then you herd 'em like cattle. And you can't beat the bottle if you forfeit the battle. You emerge from that cage just like Jesus that day. We're all waiting for your return like teary-eyed zealots. It's the part of this story that'll never be heard. And you're a light sleeper, my snoring kept you up. I'd play by your grave if it just wake you once. I pronounce my faith in God if He'd return you today. Time is a mistress with much burden to bear. Thought we'd see Alaska again in the coming new year. Time is a mistress with much burden to bear. Thought we'd see Alaska again in the coming new year. Kentucky coal mines kept hidden away, diamond in the rough. And once the sun fades, the brightest star that ever did shine, you lit up that stage. You're a light sleeper, my snoring kept you up. Life was trying to break us down. Howl at the moon and curse the sun, rolling from town to town. I'm glad we sent to lay those burdens down. Check on your friends that worship towns, Van Zandt, and hug them the most in the life of the party. I'll check on the ones that worship placefully. yes, darling, they're pretty lonely. Never led to believe you were waiting to receive that curtain call, which comes from the song 67 goddamn days. Were you counting them down? Thank you. Fuck you and I love you.
We mean that in the best of ways. That was about a friend of ours that we lost last year. Josh got to tour with him for 68 days.
67 goddamn days.
That you can remember. They finished that tour actually at the Peterson Compound, so we got to see their final show.
That we did.
And I was going to
Best
ask
night of the tour.
a bunch of fucked up questions just to be a dick.
Hands
but,
down.
You know, way worse than fluffy and furries, you know.
You
Does anybody have a
focusing too much
question
on
for
that.
Josh? So, Josh.
It's an honest question.
I mean, look at me. Is there really a decision here to make? I feel like it's defined by fucking my aesthetic, what I choose.
Wait, no furries?
Huh?
No furries?
No, I'm furry all the way. I've been eating Starburst since I was 4. I know what a fucking furry is. No, Starburst. This is getting out of hand.
Okay, so Verna
Ferda.
from Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Girth or length?
It's an easy question.
Jesus Christ.
Such an easy question.
Are you asking what I like or what I have?
That's her question.
Both answers are length.
Both answers are length?
I don't know what to say right now.
It's a probing type of
Yeah.
Okay, the second question from Verna is, if it's girth, can I have your number?
The answer is an irrefutable yes.
Okay.
I hope you're willing to fly.
The third question is for Jason Pulley, your bandmate.
Shoot.
Is Josh full of shit?
About at least 89% of the time, yes.
Okay.
But
now
never about my dick.
Fourth question. What's your number?
Wait till y'all hear me talk about Jason's dick.
Okay. Nonsense
right.
aside, Jason Pulley.
All right, so I guess
Jason Pulley.
I can't promise that I remember this, but it's the only song that feels appropriate to end with this. It's a lullaby, so fuck it, you know. I haven't played this. Man, I seriously have probably not played this song in about 5 years, so let's find out what it do. Your clown suits folded and neatly tucked away, and all your morbid trophies are in their proper place, as the fumes of chloroform permeate your dresser drawer, and the ghosts are singing lullabies from underneath your floor. Rest your head on a pillow made from human skin. Let the tortured thoughts roll out and the good dreams roll in. Good night, Casey. Good night, Lucas. Good night, Dahmer, Ramirez, and Geen. Just close your eyes and take a breath so long and deep, and let the Sandman stalk you into sleep. Woo! You've got pictures of each victim tacked like posters on the wall, and the barrel full of rotting flesh is dissolving down the hall as the eyeless sockets peer down from the posts of your bed. Visions of necrophilia dancing in your head, and you know if God exists, you'll burn in hell for what you did. Yet you can relax like a baby that's been smothered in the crib. Good night, Gacy. Good night, Lucas. Good night, Dahmer, Ramirez, and Gein. You know you'll eventually be caught and locked away, but that's another time, another place, another day. Woo! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. After the last meal is eaten and the last rites are read, you wonder if being asleep is a lot like being dead. But if there's a single thought inside your head that brings you any peace, it's knowing you might be locked up now, but soon you'll be released, and you won't show any remorse or even say your last goodbyes. Just fall asleep so deep that you won't have to close your eyes. Good night, Gacy. Good night, Bundy. Good night, Wernos and Bishop and Holmes. Just strap in and take a long final breath, and let the reaper stalk you into death. Oh, good night, Gacy. Good night, Lucas. Good night, Dahmer, Ramirez, and Gein. Just close your eyes and take a breath so long and deep, and let the Sandman stalk you into sleep. Thank you, everybody.
Holy shit! You named every famous serial killer there is. Holy shit!
I was told to stand somewhere over here.
I have to bow down.
JD, is
thank
this the
you.
right spot?
It was either that or pandas. I couldn't decide.
Before we get to the questions for
Thank
Jason
you.
Pulley, we want to thank B-Side, Mark, our bartender, JD for having us, Joe, our sound man, and I don't know about most importantly, but half importantly, the audience, thank you. And then, of course, the stars
Thank you,
of the
Martine.
night.
Thanks, Martine.
Any questions for
Ma.
Jason? Any questions for Jason Pulley?
Shoot. Have I always been Wolverine? only on certain bank holidays.
He's from Memphis. He's Hugh Jackman.
That is the best. Yeah, you answered that question way more cleverly than I could have.
So another question from Psycho.
Billy Barbie. So is Memphis really dangerous?
Is Memphis really dangerous?
When you walk around looking as hot as him, yeah. So there was a question from a Memphis listener tonight
Okay.
that said, Mr. Pulley,
Yeah.
what's it like to look like Wolverine? That comes from Stacy Peter. What the fuck? My wife wants to know why you look like Wolverine.
Wants to look why? Genetics, I would assume. Like,
I don't care where she gets her appetite as long as she comes home for dinner. You know.
I mean, I've gotten the Hugh Jackman thing so many times through the years, and it never fails to make me feel real weird. So.
So, for you listeners that have held out this long, we're going to give these guys a little bit of a break. Get another drink in them, make room for another drink, whatever they got to do. But we're going to do something that you will only hear here tonight, and you'll never hear it again or anywhere else. They're going to collaborate with each other.
Let's just do it.
Fuck a break.
Yeah, fuck a break. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You ready to
Yeah.
go?
We all have to pee.
So,
Are we doing Cold Fusion?
We're doing Foreigner.
I thought we were gonna do the old.
I'm down with that.
I'm going to shut the fuck up and let the musicians be musicians, and they're going to treat you with a jam session.
What's the song? Oh, can't you see? I'll sing background. I'll sing background vocals. You sing lead.
So give me a
Is
C,
it really?
and then to a G, and then back to D, and hold that D. So, here we go. D, over to a C, G, and then D. Stay there for a second.
I'm gonna take a freight train, yeah. Down at the station, low, yeah. I don't care where she goes. I'm gonna climb a mountain out there, a house mountain now. Jump up and ain't nobody gonna know. Y'all sing it with me. Can't you see? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman she been doing to me? Any of y'all want to take it?
Can't you see?
I said, now can't you see?
Can't you see
what that woman?
what that woman she's been doing to me?
what that woman she been doing to me. Y'all give it up for Madaline Collins one time, everybody. Can't you see? Oh, yeah. Can't you see? Mr. Damien, everybody, y'all give it up for him. She been doing to me. Y'all give it up for Josh, everybody. Let me hear it for Jason one time. All right, together one last time. Can't you see? Can't you see
probably break down and cry. Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for putting up with that mess. Love you guys. Love you, Martine. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, guys. Appreciate you.
Y'all
What a
was the
great
greatest.
time,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Thank you so much.
That was certainly